They just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. Chicken go down low, when I come up so. Cause when fly French sugar, they just want to stick.
Well. Welcome.
Hey.
Oh, we are pre-recording today. We are not going to be live. But a lot of things are happening and I'm traveling, so we got to compromise a little bit. Well, welcome to another Hot Tea with Pleasure. I am Hillary in Ontario, Canada. Probably didn't look at the script properly. I didn't. So before we get into it, what are we whining about, Teresa?
Well, I am whining about Hillary is coming to Barbados.
I totally went off script. So Teresa's kind of like, what is she talking about? Let me just go back over.
Hillary's coming to Barbados soon.
Yeah, but before we go there,
and I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited too. Don't forget to click on the links and follow us on various platforms. YouTube, click on subscribe. Instagram, follow us on RSS, and listen to your favorite podcast share platform. We are on Spotify. What's the iPhone one called? Apple.
And, Apple.
Yep. And every platform you can think about, we are on those. You can also check us out on Twitter, on TikTok.
YouTube.
We got to start doing some dances on TikTok. And of course, on Instagram. But remember to join us every week on YouTube and lubricate your life. So let's talk about what you're whining about. I will be getting my Chefette roadie soon. I'm excited about that.
Don't we know? Every week you're talking about your Chefette roti.
Hey, I got cleared with my doctor today. I don't have high blood pressure, so why not?
Oh my goodness. There's something else. Keep that raw real, aren't we?
Whatever.
Hey.
And I have no makeup on either. Look at that.
We'll let the judges, we'll let our audience be the judge.
The judge what? I have no makeup on today, girl.
Or
it's
should
okay.
she go back to her makeup?
Yeah. Oh, I have lipstick. I have a lip gloss on. If that counts.
Okay. All viewers will decide if you should or shouldn't wear makeup for the next show.
Wow. What are you trying to say? Okay.
Hey. No. Cropover is in the air in Barbados. It is cropover time.
Do you know what cropover is? Cropover is like carnival or festival, or what we say in Canada, caravana.
What do you guys call it there? Oh, caravana. That's it. Caravana, yeah. So we have cropover here, where the height of cropover is August 2nd, which is Kadumat. Leading up to that, we have various festivals, various activities, various parties, various breakfast parties.
I thought your Kadumat was August 7th.
August 7th?
Or it's the second Monday, because
they always change it depending on how the calendar
Let me
falls,
just,
so
I got it in my calendar, so I'll tell you right now. It is August 7th. Is your
August 7th. So
yeah.
And when is the Emancipation Day?
It is July. It is the Monday. August 2nd. August 1st.
August 1st. Right. We have a holiday, the July 31st, which is for the CARICOM, 50 years of CARICOM. So we're having a holiday. So it's just going to be, it's a temporary something. It's not going to be like this every year. But because we reached 50, like Hillary, milestone.
You 52, girl.
Yes. I know you would say that.
I don't know why you fronting. The best year ever, okay? Best year ever.
50th year of CARICOM. So July 31st, if you will be in Barbados, remember, it's a holiday. Then you're going to have April, August 1st, which is Emancipation. That is also going to be a holiday. So it's work,
Mm-hmm.
work, work, work for the next 3, 4 days. Then 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and then Monday, August 7th, is concealment. That's when
And
you
we have
get on your
Caravana here. So
costumes.
the same day you guys have crop over, we have Caravana
Mm-hmm.
here the same day.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be back home for Caravana
I'll be back home.
around that time?
I'll be back
Okay.
home.
Okay. So while you
I'm
enjoy
not
your
going to Caravana.
Caravana, I'll
I've
be
never been to
enjoying my
Caravana.
cooking.
Never been to it.
Really? Well, I outdo you then.
Listen, I think that until I go to crop over, I shouldn't go to Caravana. So I haven't been to crop over yet. I haven't been to
And you're
Caravana.
gonna miss crop over when
Yep.
you come.
I'm going to miss crop over, and that means I will have to miss Caravana one more time. So next year,
You're
next year I
crazy.
will see crop over.
Okay, but leading up to crop over,
God
I
willing.
think the activities and the parties leading up to crop over
Mm-hmm.
is more hype than the actual day. But then when you get the actual day,
Mm-hmm.
August 7th,
My
people
nails
just
are not
go
even
out
done.
to
It's
all
horrible.
man.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's
No,
almost
I
going
keep
to the
flashing my
nails.
nails on the screen, and my nails aren't done because I'm getting them ready for, I have to go get mine done this weekend so that I'll be nice and fresh when I get there.
For
Mm-hmm.
your trip.
Yep.
Okay,
Anyways, let's get
let's
into
get
the
on with
show.
our
We're getting
show.
off topic. We're like vacationing. My mind is
Okay,
not anywhere but on the beaches of Barbados. I'm just saying.
look
All
at
right.
you.
So what's going on?
Visit Barbados.
Yeah, we're going to be.
Okay,
Okay, so tonight's show, what's it called, Teresa?
tonight's show is fully
Able
accessible
Barbados.
Barbados. Come and see.
Yep.
You're saying something?
No, I
You
wasn't
you
saying
paused.
anything. I said
You're
yep.
frozen. Oh, okay, good. So fully accessible
It's able.
Barbados. Come
Mm-hmm.
and see. So we invite you all to come on over, not just for Krakow, but if you come to
All right.
Krakow, it will be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of color, fun, food, fans, friends, family. We are out to all. We even
Mm.
have beach parties too, so you can cool down there. Isn't it?
Yep. So
Good.
it's
So
a
it's Krakow
Bajan branded
time.
lifestyle, right? Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You picture this. Well, picture Hillary. You arrive at your residence and you're ready. Well, you already got your shifet roti. Let's just
I
get
get my
that out of the
shiffaroli
way.
at the airport. They have a
That's what
shifet
I'm
at
saying.
the
Let's just
airport,
get out of
people.
your way. When you arrive, you go through customs, all that. You come out, you get your shifet roti. Your
Once they
friends
don't
have to
keep me
tell
in
you, okay,
customs.
Hillary, it's a takeaway. Let's go. Good. So
Mm-hmm.
then you arrive at your residence and you're ready to hit the streets all over again. You arrive Friday. So Friday night, this is what's gonna happen. Friday night special is Oysters Food Line. So Oysters Food Line is lots of stalls, food stalls, drinks. It's a big outdoor eatery, if you want to call that a big outdoor eatery. You order your food, especially the fish. The fish is
Mm-hmm.
grilled on the spot. You have grilled fish, grilled potatoes. You can have what y'all call them fries or chips, potato chips.
Fries, French fries,
Right. You can have
because they're
fries
from
with your
France.
fish.
I'm joking.
You can have your grilled potatoes. You can have last week we had a show with macaroni pie. You can have your macaroni pie. You can have your rice and peas.
Right.
I have never seen anyone with cuckoo at Oysters Fish
Ooh,
Festival
cuckoo.
unless it was around Independence or they're done but like don't hold me to
Or
that.
unless they know I'm coming to the island.
Okay then. Well, we need to get some contact
Yeah,
information
you
from
need to
some of the
make sure
vendors
there's
that
some
are
cuckoo
there.
for me. I
Yeah.
want cuckoo and flying fish.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're there, outside of the food lines and lots of stalls, you have karaoke. So if you're into karaoke, you can hold the stage and
Hey, Teresa, I
have
think we should
a
do that. I think we should
dance.
do karaoke, me and you. Yep, we're doing it.
Okay, Hillary is planning karaoke
I love
and
karaoke. I can sing, so
it's
whatever.
inclusive. So look for Hot Tea with Pleasures. We should wear our shirts and do a Hot Tea with Pleasures karaoke night.
We should. We can do a hot tea with pleasure karaoke on the day of hot tea and pleasures.
That's good. Let Hillary send back a few cocktails first, and then
I don't need cocktails to do karaoke, girl. I sing.
go go on then. I invite you to
Mm.
hold the floor for both of us.
We'll sing our
So
theme song. How's it really feel? Come on. I'll do it.
okay. Go get it. Go Hillary.
How's it feel? We'll do a rap. How's it really feel? How's it really feel?
How have you been drinking?
I'm not
What you had to
drinking. I'm
drink?
on vacation mentally. I'm already there. Go.
Oh, okay. That's it then.
Yeah, that's what
When
it
you
is.
come and you're Oyster,
Mm-hmm.
you should try our local rum,
Nope.
our local beer, which is the Banks beer,
Nope. You have a local
and our
wine?
cocktails from the various vendors of there. There's a gentleman Mali cocktails. You can try Mali cocktails. For me, the ginger one is my favorite. So you can keep an eye
You
out
didn't
for
answer
him
my
on his
question. Is
pop-up
there a
stall.
local wine that I can try?
You have local wines. There's Shamali's, I think his name. I think
Okay.
the name is incorrect, but I'll get that name for you and I can post it with this live so that you can see the local wine, the local cocktails, and the local rum. And when you
Mm-hmm.
peruse around the island, you can check for those names at the various what we call rum shops.
Yeah,
The
and the
various
thing is
rum
that I like
shops and
about
stuff.
Oistins is that Oistins is accessible for other people, for everyone. That way,
Mm-hmm.
if you have a disabled body and you need that accessibility, whether it be wheelchair or levels on the ground or whatever, Oistins is very accessible. So everyone's included in that environment, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is. On other days outside of Friday nights,
Mm-hmm.
you can have fun at Parsons Cave, which is fully accessible
You might
for
want to
all
tell them
to
what Harson
tour.
Cave is, because I hear the word
Parsons
Harson
Cave is
Cave.
one
I'm
of
like,
the
oh, it's a
places of
cave.
interest.
What is it?
One of the places of interest
Mm-hmm.
where you can access. It's basically a walking cave. You can walk into the cart that you can get onto, and it goes through the cave and shows you the different stalactites, stalagmites, and the
And
little
it's also wheelchair,
waterfall.
and it's also wheelchair accessible as well.
Yeah, it's wheelchair
Yeah.
accessible as well. They also have a cart for persons to get get on and take a ride through.
Mm-hmm.
But your wheelchair, you can, someone can walk you through. There'll be a guide with you to, to point out different points of the cave. So it's really nice.
And we also
The
realize
water
that
is, huh?
accessibility doesn't only mean wheelchair. So it also incorporates, like, if you have, or if you're seeing impaired or hearing impaired, there are other things that are other guides, way of guiding that they can do for you at Harson's Cave. And that's located in the parish of St. Thomas.
Look at you. You doing your homework.
Why you homework? Hello, I was born there. I know the island.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You're doing your homework.
I don't need to do homework. I am homework.
I'll leave you to some of our viewers.
Okay.
Okay, move it on.
Yeah.
Outside of having Harrison Cave, there also, if you're a person that loves love history of the island,
I
you
love
can check out
history.
the
It's
Barbados,
beautiful.
Museum. You can check out
The St. John's Parish Church. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that has a really nice view.
Oh, one of the
A lot of our churches are on top of hills.
if you listen to this bit right now and you come to or listen to the podcast on July 28th, this is going to be part of one of our questions. So the George Washington House is a place of arts and crafts, and it's very accessible there for anyone in a wheelchair or have any kind of disability that they would require some assistance. There is that particular location is extremely accessible, and everyone's like, George Washington. Yes, George Washington, the president. Hint, hint. Go on.
Okay, so George Washington is one of the places of interest, and along with that, you have the Mongay distillery. I know a lot of persons tend to frequent this tour because you don't only get to taste the rum, you
I recommend
also get food.
the Mungay
Yes,
tour.
it's a
So
food
good.
tour with food, rum,
Yeah.
laughter,
Lots of
sipping.
activities. It's really, really good.
It's nice. It's a nice
I'm
tour to
so
attend.
doing that again. I did that before.
The Mongay Distillery tour.
This is
That's
years and
nice.
years ago, though. This is like 2008. I did that one.
Okay, we need to do it again. I have
Yes.
an upgrade of the
I'm.
tour.
Oh, hello. I'm doing
I have
that.
an upgrade of the tour.
I'm
That's
doing
nice.
that day two. I'm doing that. I'm
If
not
you're gonna crap
I'm not
so
a rum
much
drinker or
within
anything
five
like that.
days,
I don't really like spirits, but
mm-hmm.
Monk A, the way they do it, you want to just, it's so fun. It's just a fun day. So,
it ages in the barrel. It tastes nice.
yeah. I'm not going to be driving that day. It's already an issue me driving in Barbados because I've never driven on that side of the road. So, it's going to be
Oh yeah.
interesting. No. Why would I
Okay.
drive on that side of the road where I live?
Okay, and if you're into the arts and crafts, you can check out Queen's Park Gallery.
Yeah.
That's in the and Queen's Park Gallery is also near to St. Michael's Cathedral. That's another
Yes,
place of
I love
interest.
St. Michael Cathedral. It's so beautiful. The
Mm-hmm.
stained windows, the glass windows are really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like
Yep.
it's one of those churches that you must visit when you go to the island. I actually went to church there a couple of times with a girlfriend of mine, who's Anglican, and
St. Michael's Cathedral you're talking about?
yeah, St. Michael Cathedral.
Okay.
Because
How did you
I went
find
to the
it?
Catholic church, but I would go to her church, which is Anglican, St. Michael Cathedral,
Uh-huh.
every so often, and I love that church. Just the wood, the smell of the wood for me, it was so good. Like I literally would smell the wood. Okay, it's just I'm sorry, it smells good, it looks good, it's beautiful. You want to take pictures, in the middle of the ceremony. It's the windows. It's just everything about it. The garden in the back. It's just everything. Is just very historical. It's you feel like a part of history when you walk into the church. I love it.
I guess the vision statement for the church, which is to be a welcoming church and guiding light in the Christian way of life, it really gets you.
It does.
It
It
has gets
does.
you
It
good.
does.
That's nice.
I walk. Listen, I am a Roman Catholic person.
Uh-huh.
I am, but I love that church. I know it's Anglican and everything. If we have issues with Anglicans,
Okay. I have some friends that goes
yeah, I
to
love it.
St. Michael Cathedral,
Yeah, St.
and
Michael
they
Cathedral.
enjoy it there.
Yeah.
You know, I find that the stained glass windows. I
Hmm.
don't know if that is you have that sort of decor
Yeah.
in other parts of in Canada.
Yeah. And all
You
Catholic
have
churches
it
have
as
stained
well.
glasses. Yeah.
I can't remember
But it's
ever
just
going to a
different. It's just the
church in
way
Canada.
the way it's
The
done.
ambiance
Yeah, not only that too, you can tell the history. You feel like you're walking back in history.
with
It's
your
just
ancestors.
it's really man, I'm telling you, it's really good. I love that church. I really did. I enjoyed myself. I didn't want to
So
leave. I
from
would go to that church and don't want to leave. Like I would
from
like
what Hillary is saying, if you're into the history
yeah,
of
you will love that if you're interested
the
in
history of
history.
Ireland, you can
Hmm.
check St. John's Parish Church and St. Michael's Cathedral
Definitely
out.
St.
That's
Michael's
the
Parish.
heart of the city in Bridgetown.
Even the trees outside, okay? I literally
There's a
went,
tree
I
that
know
drops
this
some little
tree.
red seeds.
Yeah,
That tree is in the yard.
I was like, that tree has seen some stuff. Okay. I was like, that tree has seen some history, bro. Good and bad. You know what I'm talking about.
The tree.
The tree.
Do you have history of the tree
Of the tree.
or
That
at the
tree have
tree?
seen the truth. Heard some
What?
conversations and be like, ooh.
Okay.
Remember, you know what on the
Noted.
tree too that has to have some history? The one in front of the Parliament. Is it still there? That big tree?
The one from the Parliament.
Is it Parliament? I'm assuming it's a Parliament. I don't know. Okay, it's near to a bus terminal. It's a big, big tree. It's huge.
If you're talking about the one in town,
Yeah,
Fairchild Street,
sure.
there that area you'll be surprised. The if you remember the fire station, all that is gone. They
Mm,
relocated the fire station to further
I have no
in
clue what you're talking
Colamaron.
about, but what I'm saying
The tree
is
that you're talking about that has been removed.
there was a
They
was that a
have like
church
a
or a
kind of
parliament? It
park.
was a big thing.
Yes, the Parliament
Was that a
building
church
is
or a
the
okay? It was close to the post office.
okay. You're getting mixed up with Lower Town and Upper Town.
Yeah, sure.
Cheap
Anyways, you know what
Cheapside
I'm talking
is the
about.
post office. So let's move on. Let's move on before our viewers really.
I'm gonna be a tour
Let's move
guy.
on before our
Teresa,
viewers really
I'm gonna be a
have
tour guide.
a field day on you.
Okay.
Um,
Spin the
did we get the
global.net. They
time?
were talking about accessible wheel accessibility and accessibility in Barbados. Um,
Do we have a time? Is it time nearing for us to go and come back in?
oh right, I forgot about that. I forgot that we
Because
no
we
longer
started
are
on
you.
the hour,
No,
so I think we
we're
might
not.
only
We're
have
almost
two
there. That's
minutes or
fine.
so.
We're almost there.
Okay. Oh, before we go into the accessibility,
Hmm.
um, another a couple of things that I can add to that outside of the arts and crafts, you could check out Queen's Park, Pelican Village,
Hmm.
also the NCF Cropover calendar.
Hmm.
You can just type in Cropover calendar and you can see if you're into a lot of the partying and stuff. You can
Hmm.
check that out on. You can just Google Cropover calendar Barbados, and you have the schedule for whatever is happening
Yeah,
while you're in
but
Barbados
also be
Village
mindful too
until.
because Barbados, although they do have quite a bit of places that are accessible, they are still working on the accessibility front for disabled bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw a couple of examples where they would say like the curb cuts. You know, it might be on one side of the road there will be a curb cut, and then you're crossing, and then when you get to the other side, there's no curb cut, and that creates a barrier for a person who requires that access. Now, there is the FAB program in Barbados, that's fully accessible Barbados program. That one, they are really trying to get every area in Barbados an activity to be accessible for all. That means all are inclusive. Um, there's a place called Rentals, Teresa.
Blessed Rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blessed Rental is more of transportation,
Mm-hmm.
whereas they have the vehicles outfitted for wheelchairs,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the side of
So you
they
can be
have
on the beach.
additional steps that are lowered.
Yeah, so you can go
If
on the
you
beach. They have like three
no
wheel
the
transportation.
blessed one is the
Mm-hmm.
one that mostly have the accessibility
Mm-hmm.
for the have the transportation that is
Mm-hmm.
equipped for wheelchairs and persons that likely to be using crutches.
Mm-hmm.
The fully accessible one, I can't remember if it has a name for. I think it's called. I can't remember the name of it, but they have. It's like a tricycle, like a go kart type of thing. I
It's
don't
like a
know.
AV. It's not
Right,
kind of thing.
ATV.
Yeah, ATV.
I say tricycle because the two wheels in the back and
Tricycle.
one in the front.
Imagine.
That one goes on the water. You
Yeah.
just have your life jacket on. I'm not sure if you are pulled by the by a speeding boat or if it's just a case that you can float and the floats you can just guide yourself around
Mm-hmm.
in the water. I don't know if there's a restriction on it that someone there that guides you that you don't go too far out.
Yeah. And what about
But
sidewalks? I remember you
that's a
saying.
good way to think.
Yeah.
The sidewalks,
Mm-hmm.
because of we have a lot of older buildings or buildings that are already
Yeah.
pre
There's a lot of
well, I should say that
historic
we have a lot
sightings
of
in
buildings that are
Barbados.
pre-existing buildings,
Yeah, they don't want to
and you
damage
have
the
to
historical factor of the building, so they got to be careful. And then when it comes to expansion of the sidewalks,
right.
only
So
one side of the
the
road can be
roads for
expanded.
them to include a wider pavement to
Mm-hmm.
accommodate wheelchair, they
Yeah.
might have to make the road one way But I find that they're doing buildings that have to be newly constructed.
Mm-hmm.
They are making provision for that. They're making provision for the sidewalks, as we call them.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. Like you said, we
And
are
speaking of
getting
walk,
there, but we still have
yeah.
a way
Speaking of
to
walking,
go.
what about Hastings Beach Broadwalk? I know that one's pretty
Hastings
wide.
Broadwalk, that one was the most recently built one,
Mm-hmm.
and that can accommodate wheelchair. Well, people leave work that works near like the Garrison, which is in St. Michael.
Mm-hmm.
They take the heels off or the flats off, put the sneakers or what y'all call trainers on,
Mm-hmm.
and they walk that beach. They walk along Hastings Beach on the Broadwalk,
Nice.
and that's their form of exercise. They have an
Okay.
esplanade there
Mm-hmm.
that people, gather, and some of them like have movie night in that area, or they take their little children there to, just burn some energy. So by the time they get home, especially on a Friday,
Mm-hmm.
it's like shower and bed, they're already knocked out. So the Hastings Broadwalk,
Yeah. And some people might have,
they said it's supposed to be a half a mile.
yeah, and some people might
stretch.
have, a disability or or they have a disabled body where they have like a back issue or a knee issue, whatever. I know that there are chairs along that broadwalk for you to sit down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Along the Broadwalk,
So you can take
there's
breaks.
also, I call them eateries. You
Mhm.
have Blakey's, you have a number of, I think, 3 or 4 other pop-up food joints,
Mm-hmm.
and at the further end of Hastings,
Mm-hmm.
which will be in Christchurch now, that is, what do you call that place? Tapas. You have a fine dining restaurant.
And another thing about Barbados that I love, and I have a disability. I am a disabled body. I do have issues, but and I also have invisible disability as well. And one thing I love about Barbados is that whether you are able or disabled, and you get lost, you can find your way home. I'll tell
Is
you
that
why.
your
The bus
disability?
stops say to town
Out to-
from an out of town, so you know
Mm-mm.
at least you know
Is
which
it
direction
outer
you're gonna be going.
city and to city.
And to city, yeah.
Outer
So if you
city
get
and to
lost,
city, yeah.
at least you know if I go to the city, I can figure it out, right? So you get on the bus
Yes.
that goes to the city. If the other way out of the city, so it's
That is good.
there's a
That
lot of
is correct.
signage in Barbados. So if you have, you are seeing impaired, there are ways you can ask people to help you find places. There are a lot of different tourist information around the city, especially. Barbadians are very friendly people, so you can ask anybody if you get lost. The minivan guys, they'll always steer you right, or the bus conductors or whatever. There are ways to find ways around Barbados, and if you have, English is not your first language, you'll figure it out. There are a lot of signage in Barbados, and it's very colorized, which I love. So if you have a colorblind issue, the signs are very, very friendly, colorblind friendly. So
Even
yeah.
at night, the bus stops and the different road signs are
yeah,
reflected,
they're
so
fluorescent,
they
man.
glow.
Yeah,
so they
like
glow,
you guys
like you
thought of
can see.
everything. Well, sorry, we thought of everything.
Okay, I can see the time is counting
Okay, yeah.
down.
Let's
And
take a
before
break.
we go into the second half, let's go to a break.
Yeah.
And H.O.T TEA with Pleasures. We'll be right back.
We'll be back. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and drop us a line. We're right back.
Right back.
Cause when life and sugar, they just want to stick. The woman know they're thirsty and they want to taste it. Sugar boy, don't play with my head. If I can't get you, boy, I don't want no one else. Sugar boy, please understand. Don't ever give my dinner to another woman. Cause when
we're back.
Hello, hello.
I hope that by the time we get back from Barbados, we find an actual platform. I know Nicholas been collects with love has been doing a lot of research as to which one is the best for us. Most podcasts are audio, and there's only a few that are visual and live like us. So that's why we're having such a hard time finding the right one that implements everything that we're looking for. And so we should be able to. Hopefully, there's one we actually like, but we just don't understand 100% how to use it. So we're just trying really hard to get a hold of them, and hopefully we can get that done by the time we get back. Well, I get back. So, again, thank you for joining us at Hot Tea here with Pleasures on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and of course, when it comes to audio,
RSS.
you can hit up on your RSS and hit your favorite platform, whether it be Apple, Spotify, Google, everything and anything. We are there. So back to the show. We're talking about fully accessible Barbados. Come and see. And I'm heading down to Barbados because there are other things I'm doing down there, but I will also be doing the podcast down there on July 28th. And we will be coming to you live from Folkestone Park in St. James, Barbados. And I'll be having fish cakes.
She will be having fish cakes.
Yeah, we have a couple of small business entrepreneurs from the island that will be gracing our podcast episode. And they will be talking about their adventures. And then during the show, each item that is sold, $1 will go towards the local shelter there for domestic violence for women living in shelters, the women's shelter in Barbados, as well as we have an Eventbrite that we're going to set up and sell entry for $1. And again, all the money goes to the women's shelter in the beautiful island of Barbados to help women who are dealing with domestic violence and trying to start over fresh. Let's help them out and donate your $1.
Indeed.
Okay.
Can you give us the name of the vendors?
What?
Can you give us the name of the vendors?
Oh, no, you give the name of the vendors. I'm going to get it wrong.
Sorry?
You give the name of the vendors. Go ahead.
You don't remember the name of the vendors?
I don't have anything open. I have like 3 screens are open and none of them have access to that.
We are going to be graced with the presence of Ashlar Designs. Ashlar Designs does her bags and her little trinkets, jewelry.
Cat
everything
Spraddle.
is handmade. Then we're going to be having Cat Spraddle from, what's his slogan again? From Ground. Cat, I think it's going to come back to me. We're going to have Cat Spraddle, and he is having sweet potato vodka, it is?
Yep.
Yes. Cat Spraddle is sweet potato vodka.
We have the fish cake guy. We can't wait to go to his place.
The fish cake guy will be Gordon. Gordon, the fish cake guy. That's what he calls himself.
We have Good Life. Good Health, sorry.
And we have Christine Franklin, which is Good Life. Oh, Cat Spraddle. From Grown to Goodness. That's it. From Grown to Goodness.
And we're being sponsored by?
We are being sponsored by who, Hillary?
Welch's Bakery.
Welch's Bakery.
Yep.
Good. Welch's Bakery. And we also have another sponsor that is coming in. Yes.
Oh.
Sergio Ottofolo.
Oh, tell us more.
Sergio Ottofolo. He confirmed today.
You didn't tell us.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I just checked before we confirmed today. Sergio Ottofolo. So if you're in Barbados, or if you're living in Barbados actually, and you need a mechanic, Sergio Ottofolo. You can check him out on Instagram.
Hello, Sergio.
Friendly and helpful staff.
Okay, so what is Sergio doing for us?
He is doing a monetary donation.
Oh, well, that's nice of him. So he's going to take care of some of our bills. Thank you, Sergio.
Yes, I just received.
Okay, is he going to come on the show on the 28th? Show his face? No, probably not.
July, I can ask him if he's going to drop in, but I'm not sure in terms of his schedule.
Okay, that's fine.
So.
But remember to drop. We will be coming. Right next door to where we are is the Marine, the folks in Marine, and a beautiful beach right behind us. So we're going to be talking to some of the people there and getting some questions answered, making a little fun of them, and enjoying the history as well as the fun of Barbados. So back
We get
to
get
accessibility.
a
Let's
sneak
talk.
peek of one of them.
So, well, making fun with them. Like if we're going to ask some questions, they might not know the answer. And if they do, great. They don't, well, great laugh.
They'll learn something new about the island.
Yeah.
Or about the island.
Or about the island, because some people are going to be tourists. So,
yes,
yeah.
About the island.
Okay, so back to the full accessibility of Barbados.
More accessibility of Barbados. We mentioned the Hastings Beach Boardwalk was the last one. If you're into shopping and you want to get your
Lime Grove is a good place.
Lime Grove. Now, Lime Grove is fully accessible in terms of the pavement. There's
doors.
Also Lime Grove Cinema. There's elevator that can take you up, or there's they were
one of the first ones to do that, right? The elevator in the malls down there. Yeah.
And you also have the cinema. The cinema is also very accessible as well. So that's a good one.
K-Shepherd also has the wheel the elevator as well.
Pardon?
K-Shepherd also has the elevator.
We don't have K-Shepherd anymore.
What is it called?
Duty Free Barbados.
Well, Duty Free Barbados have an elevator, same damn building. I hate when people do that. But it's like they're like, oh, it's no longer called
but you cannot call it K-Shepherd.
It's no longer called Simon's House. Wait, hold on. Let me say. Hold on, let me say. It's no longer called Simon's House. It's now called the house that Simon built.
No, this one is a complete name change.
Oh, Teresa, it's the same thing because that's how we used to go get the duty free.
But listen, if you are gonna share information with persons, and like you said, we're gonna have some that are visitors. Whatever. You have to give them the name because they might be looking for I need to find K-Shepherd to do shopping.
Sure, it's a different company.
Oh my goodness. Hillary.
Oh my God, kick out of Barbados before I even get there.
Now, if you want to do some beach activities, there's Shaman 2. Shaman 2 glass bottom boat.
Oh, glass. I want to do the glass bottom boat. That thing be fun.
Disabled bodies.
Not doing it, but it'd be fun.
And on the glass bottom boat, you can have the full package with your roast breadfruit. You can have your roast breadfruit with 3 different meats. You can have your pigtail. You can have your, I think it's either lamb or beef.
And for vegans and vegetarians, do you have anything?
I won't be able to tell you the difference. You can have it with saltfish, what we call bojo. What's that?
So what about vegetarians and vegans? What do they get?
You just have your roast breadfruit with the good old mellow cream butter. Golden mellow cream butter.
Nice. So what happens? So are they glass bottom beaches? Because I'm not going down there.
Oh, Jesus. It's a boat, and the bottom of the boat, at least
I know what it is. I'm joking.
It's glass.
My uncle used to have one of those. I know what it is.
If you don't want to get off the boat.
So yeah, he was one of the first people in Barbados to have one of those. Yeah.
You can book your tour on Shaman 2 glass bottom boat. That information, you can find them on Instagram. You can either request the full package with your roast breadfruit and your Jamoon wine. The Jamoon wine.
Wait, wine?
Fabulous.
Oh, you just sold me. Wine?
Jamoon wine, yes. It's made from a local fruit.
I might consider.
It's like grapes, but a bit chewy.
Okay. Chewy wine?
Lovely. The grapes is like grapes. The fruit.
Okay.
The fruit is the size of the usual.
You mean like the sea grapes? The sea grapes? Yeah. Sea grapes, yeah.
Similar. It's like between the seed grape because the sea grapes because of the seed, and it's like the grapes like we call it Californian grapes, those purple ones, because of the flesh.
Okay.
So it's a bit of both worlds. And you can have that served, or you can have their spice rum served as well on the glass bottom boat with your roast breadfruit. it's an experience. So I encourage you to try it out. If you want to get your feet wet, you can jump in the sea and paddle around while you feed the fish. And if you're lucky, you might be able to see a family of stingrays circling
And
the
for
bottom.
and
That's
what
a
about
view.
people who have a, accessibility issue? Is it accessible?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. You have number of persons that are very well and good swimmers and trained that will assist you on and off the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a good time there. It's an experience.
Now I know
Trust me,
there's
it's
some places
feeding
that
the
do have
turtles is an experience as well.
like I know that in the museum, if you request, there are
Mm-hmm.
guided tours for people that are hearing impaired, have a person that does sign
Mm-hmm.
language. There is an
Yes,
organization in Barbados, association in Barbados for people that are disabled,
the
and
Barbados
they,
Council of the
yeah,
Disabled. Yes.
yeah, they have guided tours for if you need assistance or whatever. You can always reach out to them and get some information as to where, what place or what
Or
activity
activities.
in Barbados will have accessibility for um, disabled your disability.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Um, Nicholas Abbey is another one, another
Oh, that's a
historic
really,
place.
if you're into
And
history,
Nicholas
sorry,
Abbey,
one second. If you're into history, this is the place you have to
the
see in
Nicholas Abbey,
Barbados.
yes.
Oh my
Another
gosh.
added feature to it is the steam railway.
The train, right? The train.
Yep, the
Yeah.
train. That's another feature
Colette
to
wants to
it.
go on that one. She really wants to go on that train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is she gonna pull the horn like toot toot
I don't know,
as
but
well?
I know I'll be on the beach.
Some other places of interest
Hmm.
is you can visit the coastline. You can grab a bus. You
Oh,
can rent a
what we're
car and you
forgetting
can go to the
a really
coastline to
important place
Bathsheba.
that is accessible for all. The
What's that?
Wildlife Reserve in
Yeah, the wildlife
St.
reserve that's
Andrew.
there as well.
Yeah.
That's the north of the island,
North
and the
northeast.
view
Yeah. It's
across from there is
beautiful.
Farley Hill National Park.
It was very
And
much accessible as well.
Farley Hill National Park, well, Farley Hill
Actually,
House
Teresa,
that
if to
had
be,
100 windows
let me ask you a question. Maybe
on.
I'm wrong, but I think that that whole side of the island, the East Coast, is extremely accessible because it's so wide. Everything is so far apart. Like Bathsheba
It's
is
the
so
coast
wide, and East Coast is so
it's the
wide.
coastline, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the coastline. So from Spikestown,
Yeah.
you drive through a few villages, the neighborhood,
But I'm talking about the
and
properties.
you
I'm
will
talking about the
pass.
properties for the properties for if you look at the properties in those areas when it comes to like wildlife reserve, Farley Hill, Bathsheba, all those
Right, so
places are
that's what I'm
all like
taking you
wide.
through.
There's so much accessibility and so much to see, so much involvement. A lot of flat ground. That's another thing
They
with Barbados. It's very
No,
flat.
Farley Hill isn't flat. Barbados is
It's
not
not
as
flat,
flat
but you have
as people would think.
roadway. You have roadway, right? Which is
So yes, there
yes,
from there going
and
on
very
down
wide
is
roadway,
wide.
very wide.
From
Yeah.
Farley Hill going on down is wide,
Hmm.
and you will have for the stretch of Farley Hill going down that coast. There's a number of streams, natural streams that run on the ground.
Hmm.
So some of them you can actually hear them, especially at night when it's quiet. You can hear the streams on the ground.
Yeah,
So
and
that's another nice feature. And if you're in Farley Hill National Park, you can view the entire East Coast. It's beautiful.
and there's one other place too that's also accessible for all, and that is the lighthouse. Like there is a walkway close to that you can go and sit down or I don't know, take pictures or whatever. But it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful. It's a beautiful scenic. It's so, I don't know. I feel so romanticized when I I was by myself, but it just it just
Okay.
it just
I
felt
can
like
see you gonna sip. I can see you gonna sip some of the rum.
yeah, it just felt like
You're
oh,
gonna go
like
through.
you were like oh, this is so good.
Oh, another place of interest
Hmm.
is the Atlantic submarine. This
Yes,
one is more into in
yes.
tone as well.
I'm
In
not
terms
sure
of
what they are for
accessibility,
accessibility though, but when it comes to a person with a wheelchair, for
the
example,
wheelchair, I
I don't think it's
don't
accessible
think
by
the
wheelchair.
wheelchair can go on.
Yeah,
However, you can be assisted into the submarine,
yeah,
and you will have seats in there.
yeah. But I think that would have to be a conversation. You would have to call ahead and make those
And
arrangements. Yeah,
let them know, yes,
right,
because
exactly.
the walkway to go in the submarine might be a bit narrow for the wheelchair. But
And then
in terms of a person that's how you call it, disabled,
a disabled body.
disabled body,
Hmm.
you can also enjoy such tours.
Yeah, disability justice is alive and real, and it's there's so much more that needs to be done in Barbados and around the world to make everyone included and realize that this is their normal and not try to make it, you know, point out certain things. Because I think what happens is, I don't want anyone to go, oh, poor you, or cool, or, no, don't do
I
that.
think the friendliness of our people in
There's
Barbados,
friendliness, but
it might
hold on
people
one
might
second. I
over
think
it might seem
what
that
I'm
we're
trying to say
overlooking.
is like treat me like anyone else you would
Like,
treat.
yeah, treat you as normal,
But
and
also at the same
that's what that
time,
will
well, not
happen
normal
in
because it is my
Barbados.
normal, right? But at the same time, recognize that I do have some mobile. Like for example, my problem is my knee, and then I have an issue that occurs every so often that sometimes I'm not as mobile as I can be, right? And so you might see me with a cane sometimes, or would. Oh, girl, let me tell you a story. I gotta go off script. So I have a sticker, right? But it comes in a paper form.
Have a what? A sticker?
Yes, disability, right? Accessibility for wheelchair parking for parking.
Oh, a
Yeah,
sticker. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But now they give you a card you put in your dashboard, right? And the reason
Mm.
why I have the dashboard one is because I have flare ups, so I don't always have an issue, right? So I could literally leave the house fine, and then by the time I got where I'm going, got a problem, right? So I have that with me in my glove compartment. So one day I had a flare up, so I was limping and everything like that, girl, and got to the car. I was like, ugh. Time I got to go pick up my meds, I was fine. So I get out because I park and I park in the excuse the word, but they still say it, handicap parking. I park in that spot for disability accessibility parking, and the reason why I did it was I wasn't sure if a flare was going to come back, right? So I went inside. Girl, when I came out, this woman was waiting by my car. How you gonna park here? I said, excuse me? So I was trying to, before I could even explain to her, and this is the one when it comes to people that have non-visible disability. For some reason, people think they have a right to have an opinion about my disability and when it flares up. So I'm supposed to inform them if I'm having a bad day or if this something is wrong.
If you have a
So
flare up.
yeah, I am supposed to like make an announcement that I didn't know about. So someone was like going down for. I said, "Let me explain something to you. You have 2 seconds to move away from here because I gotta move this car. Whatever happens, happens."
Okay.
Yes. So I'm just saying to say all that is that you got to be careful about your opinion about how a person handles their disability or their disabled body. Be very mindful not to disrespect them. And when I say disrespect them, my separation is that allow a person to be exactly who they are and to manage their disability the way they can handle it and how they see it, and let them tell you how they want you to assist. Don't assume because a person has what you consider as an accessibility issue, um, um, uh, accessibility, sorry, that they want you to do, for example, get the elevator for them, right? Did they ask you? So maybe ask first, or let them tell you if they want help. Don't assume that they want help. And this is the
But the thing
problem.
is, in Barbados, I saw it even today. If a door has to be open, someone is gonna open it and someone is gonna hold it for you, even without asking. So there are
That's
some
that's
cases
that's okay,
where,
but let's say for example you opened a door, right? And now you open a door, and let's say I didn't want the door open, and now you're blocking me.
but how can you have it both ways, Hillary?
You can have it. It's called like the same way you can have it both ways.
So
Because
if
like
I open the door and I walk and I go through and I let it
you,
go,
yeah, but you're
and
walking.
you are
Let's
a
say the person's in a
disabled body,
wheelchair
whether
and
it's
you're now
visible
opening a
or
door
not.
and you block the way they maneuver their wheelchair.
No, but if the one is exiting with me and they are in a wheelchair, I'm not gonna open it the way I would open it if
But
I
why
am
don't you
leaving.
ask first
I'm gonna
if they
pull it
want the door
open.
open?
But that is something that you'll see someone
But you're
in a
making a
wheelchair.
decision for that person. This is what this
But
is
that's
all
something that's gonna
about.
come automatic
Well, you need to
because
automatically ask.
no, there's some persons that
You need to
will
automatically
see
ask. It's the
that's
same
gonna
way
say
that, listen to me. The same way you have certain things
it's
that
the
you
same
don't.
with if you see someone that's pregnant.
You
You
act.
and you're
Listen,
exit. No,
listen,
you're
listen,
exited. But
listen.
this is the culture of Barbados. They
I
see
listen. It
someone
has
that
nothing
is
to do with
pregnant. That
culture. It has to do with the person telling you what they
but this is
want.
what I'm saying to you. Person will visit Barbados. They could be in a wheelchair. They could be pregnant. They could be
I'm
what you
trying
call
to
as
help you so
disabled
you can
body.
understand.
And this is something that likely that will happen
You
without
ever
they
seen a
asking
person
you
that has
if you
like
need help.
let me interrupt you. You ever seen a person like we consider a little person, right? And you
What you
go
mean
and
little
you
person?
see a puddle or whatever, you go and lift them up. Did they ask you to lift them up? To
What do you mean
carry
by
them?
little person? I
Yeah, a
don't
little
understand that.
person. A person that's
Really?
miniature. A little person.
Oh, what you say like
A little person.
a dwarf or what do you say
No, a
midgets?
little person. No, a little person.
But it's the same. It's the
It's
same
not the same
thing.
thing. But anyways,
What's the
we could
difference?
agree to disagree. I'm just gonna tell you, don't tell me how to handle my disability. And
Oh
if you see me
Lord.
on the street and I don't and you ask me, okay, how I need help. If I ask you for help, okay? I might ask for help, or you can ask me if I need help. There's nothing wrong with
But
that.
and you see this is where it can get crazy and like how you
No,
were
because you
saying
don't know. You do not know
because
what
I
hurts.
see
Hold on.
you
You don't know
in my
what.
head you're
Yeah,
disabled.
but you do not know what hurts. You do not want know what the help is,
So
what the ask. But hold
just
on.
go along about my
You don't
business
know
and
what
don't
the
ask.
ask is or what the help is. How can you know what the help or requirement or the need is unless you ask the person or let them
But
tell you?
Hillary, if it is visible, because
But what if
this
it's
is
not?
how I don't know how persons react to persons in Canada that are disabled body. But if
It's the same thing.
we
It's
the same
listen. It's the
no,
same
because
thing. You see
you
the if you
earlier
see a
how you
person
were
by the
saying
elevator.
about the
Hold on. You
curbside
see a
walk.
person by the elevator. People go and press the button right away. How do you know?
If take your elevator for example, I'm a disabled body or someone with me is disabled, and I'm walking in the same direction as them, and I go to open a door, and I notice okay you're in a wheelchair or you walk with crutches. I'm gonna pull the door open to let you through, and then I'm gonna go behind you. That comes automatic. That is
I
not saying
understand what
that
you're saying.
I'm
That's not only
taking
culture.
something
It happens
away
over
from
here
you.
as well. The point of the matter is that sometimes that person wants to do it for themselves. Give them the
So they will
opportunity.
feel insulted because you automatically
Yeah, you
did
automatically assume I need your help.
that?
What?
Okay. Like you said, agree to disagree. Okay,
Hey, and that's what disability justice is all about. I got a book you need to read.
There was
I
a
got a book you need to read. Once you read that book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Take a chill
there's a
pill.
other interesting one that happens. Another interesting activity. Some people might like it. Some people might be thinking, "Oh no, I ain't going on that." I was trying to find the name of the person that does it because I don't think, to my knowledge, there's only one person that does it here in Barbados. I all I can remember is Sunshine, but if I come across the name when we post this, I'll let you drop it in the comments or along with the post. This lady does a package. You have horses, you dress in your swimwear, and you go swimming with the horses. So the horses, you on the horse's back, you can get on from the beach and walk up and down with the horses on the beach, or you can get on the horse and go straight into the water. I don't know if that is something Hillary would try or her
I
friends
got bad
coming
knees,
with her
girl.
would try.
We're not going
But
up there. This is the problem.
I
I
did it.
can't. I
At
can't.
first,
I
I
won't
was
be able to do
nervous
that.
about it.
Yeah.
A
I
horse.
have
How
no
can a horse this
gel in
size,
my
this weight
kneecap.
swim?
Yeah.
But the horse actually swam. Whereas its head was out of the water, like how you would be, like how you would go if you want to say you go in dog paddling.
Yep.
And for me, so water splashed in, because obviously you still have the waves and stuff. The water splashed in the horse face, and it like kind of like sneezed or whatever to get rid of it out. That one had me a bit nervous, but it was an experience. The second time I did it, it was great. It was an experience swimming with the horses. I cannot remember the lady's name that does it, but that's another one.
We gotta
that you
wrap
can
it up.
try.
We gotta wrap it up.
So
let's wrap it up.
In covering all that, there's a lot of things to do in Barbados. We are on our way to having Barbados
Able or
fully accessible
disabled
for our disabled bodies.
Yep.
Which is a good thing. You can check out. There's lots of information. You just type in disabled bodies or things to do in Barbados, and all that information that we just shared with you will come up on the screen that you can read, and you
but
can
again, there's still more
your
work
bucket
that needs to be done. Still more work that needs to be done.
Yeah, I mentioned that we're on our way to making it fully accessible, but you know, there's still things we have to do.
Lots of work.
We also have a senator who is, I do say, disabled bodied. So having someone at the forefront, you know, piece by piece, inch by inch, things will be put in place to accommodate the disabled bodies that we have among us.
I remember,
so
disabled can be visible or invisible.
That's my piece. That's my wrap up. Over to you, Hillary. Anything you want to add?
Well, we will be on Folkestone Park, St. James, July 28th, and we are excited about that. We thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been a great exchange of information, and we're glad that we're able to provide you this place. Personally, I am very much for disability and accessibility and justice for all, meaning that we should all be treated with the same respect. Give me the ability to make a decision of my own before you make one for me. Thank you. So with that, we would like to say, remember to subscribe, leave a comment on Twitter, Instagram, and Teresa's going to start dancing on TikTok for us. Right, Teresa?
I'm doing something here, so I am not engaging you at present. I'm sorry.
You're not going to engage with me at present. Wait, where is it? The past?
Oh gosh.
Lord. Anyways, thank you again for joining us. We'll have to pleasure. Huh? Sorry?
First you said we're going to be singing at karaoke. Last week it was having a dance while we are on set.
I'm going to turn you into an entertainer.
And now you're going to turn me into what?
Entertainer. You could be a singer slash actress slash everything.
I think that's right up your field.
Yeah, well, they've been there, done that. I'm
early
good.
age.
No more. I'm good. I'll be getting kicked out by
Okay.
Zoom. All right. Well, Teresa, it's always a pleasure. We will see you
Indeed
next
it
Saturday.
is.
Well, no, hold on. Let me just reverse. Next Sat, we're
Let me get my
trying
calendar.
to be live next Saturday. There's no guarantee because I am traveling, so we don't know. But the following Friday, we will be live in Barbados. I am excited. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, July 28th. Can't come fast enough.
Just
I want my fish cakes.
Just 2 weeks. Just 2
You
weeks.
keep disappearing, girl. You keep disappearing. Okay. All right, Teresa. Always a pleasure. Cheers. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you maybe live next Saturday. We hope to do that. Nick Kolak, thank you so much for all the hard work you've been doing in the background. All the posters that you see is her trying, to get you guys to remember July 28th. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you next Saturday. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss that stack, taking big swings, jam to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel. I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real. But I was exposed to fear.